Good morning and welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before. This channel was started all about running and quickly evolved into all aspects and loves of my life, including travel, photography, my love for coffee and my love for food and everything in between. Now, life has come to an abrupt change, an abrupt halt, and we find ourselves in this crazy, surreal, movie-like situation in the middle of this worldwide pandemic with coronavirus. Firstly, I just want to say I hope that you and everyone you love and everyone around you is safe and healthy and well. I'm feeling very, very grateful for the fact that my loved ones and indeed myself at the moment are feeling well, safe and healthy. But we want to keep it that way so that we are following very, very strict social distancing rules that were put in place by our government last week. We are only going out to exercise once a day from our front door, not driving anywhere, no unnecessary travel, shopping for essentials at a minimum, and helping anyone that's vulnerable and needs help. But apart from that, we're staying in and keeping our social contact to an absolute minimum. Absolutely crucial to slow the curve and the growth of this virus, and to just take the pressure off our very, very precious and under-strained NHS system. Every single person that works in that system is doing the most incredible job, putting their life on the line to save and help other people's lives. But we've got to take the pressure off them so that they can keep doing that, and we don't want to all get ill at the same time. So with that in mind, I wanted to give a little update and a little insight into what I'm going to be doing with this channel going forwards. Just to give you a bit of backstory, my current situation is that I am a self-employed dental hygienist, and as of last Monday was my first day effectively being unemployed. My line of work in general dentistry is totally unnecessary and unessential in these times. It's something that we can't do safely. So I'm basically unemployed, I've got no income coming in, and last week was one of the craziest, most turbulent, scary, unsettling times probably I've ever been through, as I'm sure many of you will have felt as well, and probably still are. It's certainly a roller coaster of emotions. We've gone through the panic about no income, the panic and distress of worrying about everyone getting it, right through to this situation where you find yourself sitting here wondering what on earth you're going to do with your time. I'm sure some people are still working from home and their life's been tipped upside down, and they're trying to find a new routine in setting themselves up at home. As I've already mentioned, we've got our frontline workers who are going out there in very stressful conditions to work and look after and keep us all safe, so their stress levels will be very high. And then the likes of me, I'm sure there'll be plenty of other people in my position who suddenly find themselves with no purpose, and you don't realise how important a purpose and getting out of bed and going to help people, which is what I do in my line of work. That gives me that motivation to get going in the day. It tires me out mentally, and it just gives me that, I guess, just that sort of identity, if you like. And when it's taken away from you, it's a hard hit, and it's very, very difficult to know what to do with yourself. And I feel very fortunate at the beginning that I do have a lot of hobbies, as I've already mentioned, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll fill my time with all of those. But I've soon quickly become to realise that yes, I do have all of those, but it's extremely hard to keep your mojo and your motivation going when there isn't an actual purpose for those things and your life has just been turned upside down. So when I was lying there last night, I was thinking to myself, what on earth can I do to help other people and also help myself by keeping myself mentally sane as well as physically fit in these times? Because if I'm being honest, at the beginning I thought it was going to be maybe a few weeks. It then quickly ramped up to a few months, and now I'm thinking I'm probably going to be out of work for maybe 6 months or something like that. So here's my pledge and my commitment to myself for who knows how long, but I am going to be creating a daily vlog. My intent behind this is to create a daily nugget, a gem of inspiration or motivation that I can share with you and take from my day to hopefully instill some positivity, some creativity, something to get you going, something to keep you smiling, or even if it's just to give you a little bit of light entertainment for the day when you've run out of Netflix Netflix shows to watch when you've been ripping through them at an unprecedented rate. I know you're doing it, I've been doing it too, but this hopefully will just give you a little bit of an insight into the fact that we're all going through this together, and I've got some interesting topics to talk about all around my usual kind of things, some bits about running, some bits about food and how we can cope in these times, both mentally and physically. I've also taken a lot of inspiration in the past week from podcasts and other YouTubers that I watch, and I'd love to share them with you too, because it might just help you on this crazy bumpy road that we're all going to be going on together. So I hope you do enjoy these videos. Stay tuned, hit the notification button or the bell up there and the subscribe button to get notified when I put a new video out. As I said, I'm committing to the daily life, which is slightly terrifying, but this is the most excited and the most inspired and motivated that I've felt. It's only a week, but it definitely feels like a lifetime. I feel like I've just got a little bit of myself back this morning, so feeling good. And we're going to start day one, vlog one, where we began. Why not? It would be rude not to. It's a beautiful day here in the UK. We're going to go running, so I will catch you out there on the run. That's me, I'm run ready, ditched the slippers, got the running hat on, the sunnies are out, it's a beautiful, blazing sunshine day. I'm gonna hit around an 8K trail run. I'm gonna take you along for the ride with me and share a few little insights I have about training at this time. So let's get onto it and hit those trails. Okay, I'm just about 5K in, a lovely run, and I just wanted to stop to set the tone and have a little chat about this thing that's been playing on my mind and a lesson that I learned from last week. I think this applies to both new runners, because there's a lot of them about at the moment, and I think it's absolutely fantastic that people are taking this time to get outdoors, embrace the running culture, and hopefully quite a few more people are going to fall in love with it. The second group of people is runners like myself, lots of you out there. We just need to think about why we're going out to run, and remember, probably, I could be wrong, but probably we're not going out there to break any world records. We're not elite athletes. We're probably not even going to be training for any particular events at the moment, because it's very uncertain what's going to be happening in the future. But I would imagine that most of us are getting out there for some general fitness, some mindset, some fresh air, some vitamin D, all of those kind of good things. And if we're doing that, you need to think about the purpose of your run and how you're setting up your runs. So I've got a few thoughts around how to schedule it and how to kind of put things in place so that you don't end up overtraining, which is exactly what I did last week. I knew I was doing it, 100%, guilty as charged. But for me, I kind of knew I had to go through it to come out the other side, because it was a sort of a case of a bit of grabbing hold of a bit of control, a bit of normality, and I just ran every single day. It was really nice weather, which didn't help the situation, and I just, from my mindset, felt that I needed to get outside and run it every day. But by the end of the week, my body was done in, and it's not a good move, because I ended up feeling horrible and not enjoying my runs, and we definitely don't want that. So let me carry on with this trail. I've got a few more K to do, and just a couple of little things I think that might help you just keep things on an even keel and stay enjoying your running. So point number one is an obvious one, and I've already alluded to it. It is don't run every single day. It sounds glamorous. It sounds very Hollywood. Yes, I'm going to run every single day while I've got all this time on my hands. But it's a bad idea, trust me. I learned from my mistakes last week, and my runs became painful, unenjoyable, and just slow and very not pretty. So don't get caught into that trap. It can easily happen, but don't forget, get outside every day if you can. We're allowed to go outside every day at the moment, and I would say make the most of it. It's super nice weather at the moment too, really good for you to get the fresh air, the vitamin D, it'll do you the power of good. It's just that even if you just walk every other day and run every other day, or perhaps you just run 3 times a week, set your rules and stick to them. But I'm going to carry on with this run because it's feeling good after a couple of rest days. Okay, so point number 2 is to mix things up in terms of your types of runs. So you could either do that by running on different terrains. I'm really lucky that I've got loads of trails around here. But if you live in a city, try and find a park so you can run on some grass. And I'll mix it up with running on the road as well. Second thing is to mix up your pace. You could do a tempo run. That doesn't mean you have to run a fast tempo. You could run a fast tempo or a faster tempo, so you're pushing yourself maybe over a shorter distance, or perhaps just run a slower tempo and take all the scenery in. It doesn't matter, but mix it up to your ability and what you feel is right. Listen to your body, and most of all, enjoy it, and don't push yourself too hard, but make sure you're getting a bit of a sweat on, get your heart rate up, get those endorphins going. But I think by mixing things up, you keep it interesting, you keep your body guessing, and you let your body have a little rest too. My last point is just to enjoy your running and have fun with it. I think at the moment we're out here as much for our mindset as we are our physical health, and we just got to remember that. Look around when you're running, enjoy the steps, breathe in the air, look at the sunshine and the scenery and take it all in. Maybe use this as a bit of a mindful time of the day. Enjoy the fact that we're allowed outside, soak it up because it is restricted at the moment, and just enjoy it. After all, we don't want to end up hating running, so pace yourself. This is a long road ahead of us, I think, and I just want you to keep smiling while you're running. Make sure to smile at other runners too, because I'm getting loads of smiles as I go around, and I think it really boosts everyone's spirits. So stay safe, healthy, and happy at this time if you can, and I'll catch you on the next run.